We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Cleveland Indians and the Detroit Tigers. Miguel Cabrera looks to keep up the pace in the AL batting title race right after this. Casey Mize gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, you can only make your first major league start one time, and boy, did he make the most of it. How about he starts his first game and he gets a win? Not a bad way to start your career off. And he's going to try to make it 2 for 2 and try to win this one today.
And here's the second-generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First delivery to him on the way. First of 3 here on this Tuesday night as the game's first offering is taken for strike 1. So guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, talk about a team on a nice little roll right now, Dero. Start this homestand out. They've won the first 3 games, and now they open up a new series here. This could be one of those really, really good series.
Yeah, and they've been executing, Dan. We were down on the field before the game watching this team take BP, staying within themselves, not trying to do too much. A lot of smiles coming out of this team.
Now the pitch. Kyle Isbell is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Temperature here at the park tonight, a comfy 72 degrees at first pitch. Oh, and not a swing for the bubblegum card there. It's 1-1. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep. One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Francisco Lindor is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. A ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Indian shortstop behind 1-2 in the count.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
Into center field, line drive, base hit. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
And that'll bring in Brent Reyes. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Lindor stands at second with 2 gone. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. The set and the 1-1. 2 balls and a strike. Seared down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Even at 2-2. The pitch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Stepping up now, Victor Reyes. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Tigers,
Now the pitch.
the designated hitter, Victor.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Giving chase is Zimmer, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And the Tigers are in business right away. It's a leadoff double.
You always want to start an inning off with a bang, and I'd say this qualifies. He gets a fastball and doesn't try to do too much with it. Goes with it to the opposite field towards the gap and picks up the leadoff double.
Nick Martini the next to hit as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Road? Now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. The throw to the plate, but not in time as he's across with the run.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Reyes is there to put it away for route number 1.
Batting fourth, the second baseman, Mlb Show.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A line shot to third base, and the runner gets back. No double play. Here's Cameron Maben now. He's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. And he chases one up the ladder as he hits a high fly ball out to straightaway center. Zimmer. And ready for his first at-bat, Jose Ramirez. And the confidence might be wavering at the moment. The last 10 or so ball games have been a real struggle for him. 0-1 the count. Now here comes Ron Gardenhire up out of the dugout. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll depart here, and I don't know if maybe there's something wrong with him physically, but it seems a very quick hook as he's gone after not allowing a single run. Fastball just inside.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And another foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
1 ball, no strikes to count. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Fulmer is a guy that certainly fits the profile as a power fastball pitcher, but I think what makes him really most impressive is the command he displays while keeping the velocity as high as it is. So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Domingo Santana goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Strike 1 to start the at bat. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. To first. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. They still trail 1-0. Into the box now, Jake Rogers, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Oh, and he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
Batting seventh, no left fielder.
Up next steps Kristen Stewart. Past history with Mike Clevenger. He's just 1 for 13. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Clevenger, a native Floridian. He was a 4th-round selection back in 2011.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Nico.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. But not quite enough as it's off the center field wall. Around second now and headed for third.
And that's his second triple of the season. For some hitters, that's a career. Good swing and great hustle to pick up the 3-bagger.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. And he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Pulled toward right center field. Zimmer's in pursuit. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. He'll start it out against Michael Fulmer to begin the inning. In there, 0-1. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
1 out, nobody on. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher. The 1-2.
Everything this guy throws moves, and that 2-seamer has a mind of its own.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Stepping into the box, Delino DeShields. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
You have to be careful. You can't sleep on the bunt right here, even with 2 outs. They're playing him back, but this guy can handle the bat.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. The ball and 2 strikes.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. Now in the box, Victor Reyes. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. This one's smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And it's off the wall in front of the bullpen. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Well, that's his second double of the game, and I thought it might have enough to get out of here. Banged it off the wall, and he's looking really good in this one.
Striding in, Nick Martini. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, and he's got to feel super confident right now. He's the only real offense in this game. Guys on the mound have been executing every pitch.
Well, this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning. So a runner on second with 1 down now, and that brings in Miguel Cabrera. High in the air out towards shallow right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And And they've got him hung up out there between second and third. Over now, they'll apply the tag between second and third. It's a careless double play, and the inning is prematurely over. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one. Now at the plate, Kyle Isbell. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Now a swing, and he popped him up. Straight up, as this is right around home plate. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for route number one. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Francisco Lindor. And it's fouled away. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. Vizcaíno.
The second baseman, Elvis Vizcaíno.
First pitch of the at-bat. Back up the middle. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Ambush tactics right there, but he didn't try and do too much. He stayed in there and just drove it back up the middle.
Maybe.
Stepping in now, Cameron Maybin. As he'll take a look at ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. A little too anxious there. 1-1. 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error for the Tigers thus far. Hit hard on the ground at third. Ramirez is there to second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play. So coming to the plate, Jake Rogers. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. This is line to left, and he'll get there in plenty of time. Back from Comerica Park in Detroit as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Behind 0-2 now. On a line, that's a base hit. He's through first and hustling for second. And the Tribe will get a man to second base on the leadoff double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. Now to the plate, Jake Bowers, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Now the 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. 1 out and a runner on second base. Hard hit toward the hole. And that's through into left field for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. There's 1. Throw to Cabrera for an inning-ending double play. Indians leave 1. They trail this one 1-0.
Leading up for the Tigers, the left fielder, number 14.
Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
Now the 1-0. Grounded up the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So stepping in, Nico Goodrum. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at-bat. There's a fastball called for a strike on the inside corner. Hits this one hard the other way, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
He's set. Here it comes. And this one's in the dirt. Runners on first with one down. And he fouls this one off. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Lifted in the air out to left field. Santana is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now. Next up for Detroit, Victor Reyes. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. From the belt, the pitch. Smoked the other way, high and deep to left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. Goodrum ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to... Digging in now, Roberto Perez. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he just ramps up and hears the fastball by him. 0-2.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.